Hi, welcome to Mercy TV Live. This is your source for news and information on medical cannabis as the issue unfolds here in Oregon, across America, and around the world. Greetings. My name is Perry, and I'll be one of your hosts for this segment of Mercy TV Live. With me is Patient Resource Coordinator for Mercy, the Medical Cannabis Resource Center, Sonny. Hey, Sonny, what's happening there at Mercy?
You know, a lot of things are going on. You guys should get your paper, get your pencils. This is information that you really want to find out because people, if not in your family, your neighbors, their friends and family, all need to find this out. The PTSD, Perry, is very important. Right. Everybody comes in and talks about that. Also, everybody talks about a doctor. Everybody needs a doctor. They're finding it so hard to get their card signed because they're not capable. Their doctors are not, you know, their policies and procedures of the particular place they're working won't let them. We can get you to a doctor. We can help get some records together. These are the things that we have today, and you know what? We need to take advantage of them so people aren't struggling so hard with their quality of life because cannabis is an alternative medicine.
And there's alternative methods for consuming this medicine, which is part of the process of getting your signature, getting a doctor to sign for you. We have had a very good success rate with educating doctors. So come on down to the center or give us a call or send us an email, talk about your particular condition situation, and we can direct you to a packet that we have to educate doctors and try and get your doc to sign. But failing that, we have a doctor that comes into Salem here once a month and signs for folks. We need to have you come down, bring your records to us at the Mercy Center at 1745 Capitol Street Northeast. We're open noon to 6 Monday through Friday. Bring your records down to us there. We'll vet them, and if they're good, we'll send them on to the doc, and the doctor's assistant will call and set an appointment with you. Of course, this is all moot if you get your doctor to sign. And again, it's educational process, not just that cannabis works for their particular condition, but for methods of medicating, because we hear from patients that their doctor is afraid to prescribe because he doesn't prescribe smoke medicine. So doctors aren't prescribing in the Oregon system and the other methods besides medicating or smoking.
Well, yeah, and these are the things, you guys. If you yourself don't think that smoking is good, that's fine. That's great. We all support it. The thing is this, you as the patient, and that would be like if you were happen to be in the hospital tonight and you had this channel on and you're watching this show, you need to know that cannabis is an alternative medicine, and there's a lot of things it works on, like all the pain issues, like all the nausea issues, your sleeping issues, all these things that people find out that, wow, it really works for me, but nobody has told me. Well, we're trying to make sure that people find out that this is an alternative medicine. I'm not saying it's going to be in place of other treatments, your doctors. I'm not a doctor, but all I'm saying is this stuff works. If you can find out about what you need. Do you need some stuff to eat? Do you need some stuff to vaporize? Do you just need some oils so you can rub the oils on your legs or on your arms or on your neck? If you could just rub oils on and not have to take no more pills from this point on, what kind of a happy person would you be? Think of all the trips to the pharmacy you wouldn't be making because all you're doing is rubbing some oil on that alleviates the pain, allows you to have mobility, because all of us know that when your joints get stiff and all your parts get stiff, you can't move. It hurts. It's too painful to move. Rubbing oil and using these cannabinoids that are in the cannabis allow you to have movement, to have a low pain level. It might still hurt a little bit, but not so much that you can't stand it. I mean, everybody I know that's been on all these pills and Oxycontins and morphines and Dilaudid and everything. You know what? They say, man, you know what? If I could just get a cookie or a pancake, and you know, these are the things that nobody talks about that I like that we talk about, because you know what? If you knew that and you're the patient and your quality of life sucks right now, you want to hear about a pancake.
Well, more importantly, if your doctor hears about this, and your doctor needs to be a part of this process, if they can't sign for you because of their clinic's policy or something like that, then at least they can assist and help getting your records. Now, you need a year's worth of records to have the specialist sign for you, and that's to prove that's a chronic ongoing condition, and you need 3 visits within that year. Again, bring those records down to us at the Mercy Center. We'll vet them, check them out. We also have a list of all the clinics that are happening, not just in Salem, but across Oregon. So we'll do our best to see to it you get your card, whether getting your doctor signed or directing you to the nearest, most cost-effective and convenient specialist to sign for you. As we said, part of that process is educating your doctor about methods for medicating, and not just in the modalities, because we talked about the oils that folks can use, and you know that's not folks aren't going to get high off of that, even with the most potent cannabis, because it's applied topic like that that doesn't affect folks in the same manner. But more importantly, they're developing medicines that involve just the cannabinoids and not the psychotropic or THC element in cannabis. So, you know, even that slight risk, even that toxicity element is negated, mitigated. So that's no longer even a problem, really. Wouldn't be, or if we ended the war and allowed such research, such processes to happen, particularly in Oregon. You know, it'd be great for Oregon to be the lead in that new green industry.
Well, you say that, and I think, you know, the lady they had on 60 Minutes, she's in Israel. She's been studying this for over 10 years. She's got her cannabis, her plants, down to where it's got all of that taken out, and all it's got is the CBDs and the BBDs, and all the THC is gone. And because she has done this, all these people who are dying are now going, look at me, I'm not dying. Yeah, I'm using this stuff and it works great. And there ain't nothing wrong with my mind. I use it every day from the time I get up till I go to bed. There ain't nothing wrong. Look at me, my mind's fine. And nobody outside of our world knows that stuff because it's not important to them. But if you were the one that was having these issues, and really, or it could be your family, your mom and dad, or your children, you would want some kind of relief that they could do that would not be harmful to them any more than all of the drugs and pills and shots and crap that they give everybody. And you know what? If you could eat a cookie or eat a pancake and literally get the relief and go, wow, now I can have a quality of life today. Wow, you know, that's what we're talking about here. An opportunity to be able to have some freedom, that you don't have to take all of these pills and live on this pill bottle every day from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, because there's a lot of people that do. And I'm not saying you guys, I'm not saying nothing, I'm just saying it's a drag. You know, it's a drag, and a lot of people should not have to live like that when they can eat some cannabis foods, use some cannabis oils, and if you'd like, you can smoke it. And you could smoke it, and you can vaporize it, which is not even smoking, which if you tell your doctor about vaporizing, I'm sure if he has studied it all, he'll know that yes, vaporizing is not smoking. So these are the things that we're trying to teach everybody at the Mercy Center and at this TV show. And if there's some things you want to know, please give us a call or come on by. We're open Monday through Friday, 12 to 6, and you know, everybody's a patient. It's a nonprofit. We're all trying to help others that, like yourself. The PTSD program, Perry, is very good.
That campaign, you know, as much as it's going to pain folks to have to relive their horrors in testifying about their PTSD, it's a good opportunity to visit all the aspects of medical cannabis. Medical cannabis being used for PTSD, brings out all the aspects. The fact that cannabis is effective medicine, that it works for these cases when other medications won't. That it's safe medicine for these folks. They're being put through toxic cocktails, is the best way to describe them, and it's killing off these folks when it's not driving them over the edge there. It's relatively inexpensive too, as we were hearing in that at the hearing for 281 that was held earlier. Folks can, and it's relatively simple too. I mean, folks can grow it. It's not quite as simple as certainly as Prohibition makes it out to be, but we get to talk about all these things, the processes whereby conditions are added or not added, held off, the fact that there's, getting, even if these folks get with the program, there's this fees that they have to go through. The fees are really high. Those should be reduced. There's not enough medicine out there. There's no dispensary system for these folks to get medicine once they go through all this heck, through all this expense still to get medicine. So it's a good opportunity to bring those things up.
Yes.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah.
Hello.
Caller.
Hello, yes, hi.
Hi.
My name is Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Hi, and I was wondering, I heard you sometimes have cookouts or get-togethers out in the country. I was wondering if you had any coming up soon.
Yes, we have an annual event. It's called Wake and Bake, where we have a camping outing, and we have green pancakes, and folks are generally encouraged to bring their favorite form of medicine and to relax and take it easy during the weekend there. And it's a invite only. We need to have folks contact us, let us know they want to get there, and then we can let them know the exact time and place for it. So thanks for calling in and reminding us. We're looking at doing it on June 1st this year.
Oh, okay. Well, I've heard those pancakes are something else.
Folks are very medicated and generally cures what ails them. If not, makes them forget what it was that ails them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks for calling in, Jane.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye now. So there's the Wake and Bake that's coming up. Of course, there's the Global Marijuana Marches. That happens the first Saturday in May every year. This year it's going to be May 4th coming up. Then in June 1st would be our Wake and Bake. July will be the Emerald Empire Hemp Fest in Eugene. After that will be the Ultimate Louisiana Party going on July 28th, and it'll be happening at the Bear Creek Saloon. Here locally, it's in Scio. Also, the Seattle Hemp Fest will be happening, and we'll certainly let folks know about it if we're not able to get a booth up there ourselves. And then, of course, Hempstock will be happening in Portland. Of course, we'll let folks know about any and all events in the area or any opportunity that we'll have to booth. Oh, we'll be at Chemeketa Community College next Thursday, the 21st. So come on down, Chemeketa Community College, 10 to 2. We'll be we'll be having a table there with some other groups, passing out literature on the PTSD campaign, how to get your card, where to find medicine now, best resources for growing, and pretty much all the issues that the medical cannabis community is looking at here in Oregon.
You know, these are the things that are going on. There's a lot of people out there that all they've heard is bad things about cannabis, and it's all wrong. It's not true. What we know is that cannabis is a good alternative medicine, and we need to share that. You need to share it because you're hearing it here, and we're hearing it, and we're sharing it. You guys, it's too easy. You can save somebody's life. There are people in the hospital tonight that are hearing some of this and going, they can't believe it. They can't believe that they've been through the hell that they've been through the years that's went past already, and they're just hearing this today for the first time. I know I was one of those people, and it's just unbelievable that nobody talks about it. and everybody thinks it's bad and all the things are going to be bad that happen to you, and none of it is true. What is true is you might feel better, you'll get off all those pills, and you'll actually have a life, be able to get some sleep, be able to get some rest, and be able to eat again, and actually have the quality of life that you were hoping you could just experience for a minute. If I could just experience for 1 minute just a little bit of good quality of life. Well, because you get so bad, nobody wants to even think about it.
You know, and that was a common theme that we heard at the hearing for Senate Bill 281, which is to add PTSD to the OMMP. Folks were talking about the quality of life, the cycle of not sleeping, the sleep apnea, as well as the fear attacks, the anxiety, the cycle of depression, lack of being able to eat, to get the food down, to keep it down, the pain, usually from injuries suffered due to the PTSD, if not what got you the PTSD in the first place. And it's, like you say, a quality of life thing, this vicious cycle of not sleeping, not eating, not living well.
Well, and a lot of people are only living on the bad information that they got, that there's something wrong with cannabis. There's nothing wrong with cannabis. Everything is good. If you have some questions, you can call us Monday through Friday, 12 to 6. We're at the office, or leave a message.
Yeah.
You know?
Always, also, Wednesday night meetings.
Wednesday night meetings, or get a hold of us on the website at
www.mercycenters.org. There you can find all the information. We have old shows saved off on the web there. And like we said, information on how to get your card, where to find medicine now, finding a grower long-term, or getting to grow yourself, all the information you need to make that decision. And then, as we were saying, best methods on medicating. And when we talk about eating cookies, we generally refer to using butter, can of butter for that. And as we talked before, the making of butter, the can of butter, is actually a relatively simple process. You put take your pan, you put your medicine in, you put the butter in, you fill the rest with water, and bring it to a simmer. Don't want to boil it, you don't want to make it too hot. Simmer it for as long as you can. 6 hours is a recommended time frame. Stirring it constantly, then strain it. Put the liquid in the fridge, and the stuff that cools there and floats to the top is your butter. Use it as you would butter normally.
Right.
Put a little bit on toast there in the morning, in spaghetti, in cookies, as we were saying. But
well, however you can tolerate something, you can use it and use enough of it to tolerate it so that you actually get some relief.
mm-hmm.
And that's what is great.
Cool.
A lot of people are looking for something to eat that they can tolerate. Put some butter in it,
Right.
and it'll allow you to have an appetite to eat other things.
Now, folks can also make tea, tinctures. The tea is done similar to regular tea. You just soak it in hot water.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You have a phone call.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, go ahead, caller.
Yes, I was wondering where I could get some plants at.
Oh, well, the Wednesday night meeting, the Mercy host here at 1745 Capitol Street Northeast is a good place. Also, if you check our website, you can see our list of other meetings and meetups where folks bring their excess, baby clones and all, and the online forums where you can put out your need for babies. But yeah, the Wednesday night meeting that we have here, 7 p.m. Wednesdays, is a good place. I think we're having somebody bringing some babies this next one.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Okay, and good. Happy hunting there.
All right. Thanks.
Oh, I forgot to ask him. I wonder if he was looking for any strain in particular.
Well, see, and those are the other things, you know, a lot of people come by or they call at the office and they need plants and they want this and they want that. And they heard they kind of needed this kind and they heard they needed that kind. At least when you come down, you got all the patients to talk to who already have a good idea of the strains that they have and what the strains will do for you. But Sometimes because one strain works for him one way, it don't work for me like that. But you know what? The camera guy over there, it works for him something completely different. So everybody has to take at least an opportunity to say, well, this is kind of plant, this is what we think, how it'll work. It'll make you really sleepy. It'll give you a lot of energy. It'll take away all the nausea. I mean, there's just a number, and you don't know until you talk and find out. And
well, all this information that's been denied to us by the government, you know, folks are talking about the different strains, and here we get into indica versus sativa, what those mean, and then when you mix that with the making concentrated canna butter cookies there, then what you end up with is a mixture of strains and modalities. Folks will take sativa-heavy medicine and medicate with that in tea form or smoking it or vaporizing it during the day, but then use an indica-heavy strain and make canna butter with it or some kind of concentrate and put in their cookies, and that way that plateaus and lasts all through the night. So this, as the people learn more and share it, networking it, all these information comes together to give the folks the best therapy and the best results for their quality of life.
well, and a lot of people are going, well, how come I have not heard about it? There's a lot of reasons, and all of them are political. Nothing has to do with the medicinal value of people's lives and the quality of their lives.
The truth in what they're
And
saying.
that's what we're doing. We're here at the Mercy Center. We're doing this TV show. We're trying to say, you know what, if you're the sick one, if your family, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, you know what, if they're sick and you know they've got PTSD and they've got nausea and they've got pain and they've been living for how many years that you've been knowing them with this pain, and they've taken hundreds of pills and they went on this roller coaster of pills that, you know what, the only people who know about roller coaster of pills are the people who've been taking them. Everybody else just watches it on TV. Two different worlds. And you know what? You don't have to live like that. You can actually have cannabis, have a good life, have energy, have your mind be your own, and actually go, wow, you know, I have freedom because now I do have a quality of life, and I'm not living from pill to pill, and I'm not living from each time I can get some sleep. A lot of people don't understand that, what that means. Well, that means that maybe once every 5 or 6 years you get a little sleep, you know? Because like the guys that we talk to, they tell us, man, I haven't had sleep for years. And that's a constant theme. People don't get no sleep. They pass out, and then they wake up, and they pass out, and they wake up. That's not sleep. You know, we as a society have very good knowledge about cannabis, and that's it will help, and it'll help a lot of people. And even if you don't believe in it, you think all the bad information, and you want to, that's fine. I'm just telling you there's a lot of good information, and maybe somebody in your own family or your own children or your own brother and sister are hurting and suffering and going through hell. We need to step up and say, you know what, try this. There is a possibility that you could actually be able to eat again, have enough strength in your body to be able to motivate. And you know, what is that? Everything, if you're the one that's dying.
We certainly shouldn't be denied that because of fear, ignorance, and hate. Cannabis has never killed anybody. It's safe medicine. It's effective medicine. It works in many cases, numerous, too many to count and mention them all, in many cases where nothing else really has. It may not work for you, but at least it won't kill you like the other nonsense that folks are pushing out there and all. And it's freedom. It's freedom from fear. It's freedom from the pain. It's a freedom from the often mind-numbing medications that are given out. So folks need to be aware of your options, aware of the truth, and look at cannabis, particularly those where they run through all those other options. And I think this is a good time to make a shout out to the folks in the hospital there, both those having to attend to take care of a loved one or to get treatment and all, but also to the medical professionals who put our show on and help the folks with their medicating and other issues there. Thanks very much. Keep up the good work, and appreciate the folks dropping us a line every now and then. Say you saw us here and that the information's getting through. It's very much appreciated.
Well, yes, because a lot of people are out there going, hey, maybe you need to watch this show, and leaving their TV on that channel so they actually get to see our show, and they get the information that brings them to the office, and then the next minute they're getting their card, and they're coming back and telling us, man, they got a garden, they're eating, it's the first time they've slept in years. I mean, it's unbelievable. If somebody told you, you've helped me get sleep for the first time in 16 or 17 years, what kind of impact would that have on you? I don't know, it could be one of your own family members that's dealing with stuff like that, and it's just the fear that's holding all these people back.
Bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, because they got bad information. Please believe we have good information. There's a reason why states are starting to approve cannabis legal for everybody.
Right. For all conditions, too. And so, yeah, when we talk about the ignorance, a lot of folks unaware, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is not one of the qualifying conditions for the OMMP or Oregon Medical Marijuana Program. We're on campaign to get that added now, that's Senate Bill 281. So we need everybody to contact their legislators and get them to vote yes on it when it comes before them. So stay tuned to our website, www.mercycenters.org, or come on down to the office.
1745 Capitol Street, Monday through Friday, 12 to 6, or get a hold of us on the website at
mercycenters.org, where you can find out about our Wednesday night meeting, 7 p.m., where it's a good opportunity to get all this information, the different strains, what works for what, different ways of making stuff. They talk about the oils, butters, growing, you know, if you're going to grow or not, what are all the parameters? You know, what are the things I'll need to do? Where do I go to get them and all? This is the time and place, that Wednesday night meeting. Folks are bringing their excess medicine. Folks are bringing excess clones and stuff. That's the time and place to get those resources, or to at least find out where to go.
Well, and you just might be curious and trying to find out, what do I need to do to get it going? We're open to the public, you guys. We're trying to help everybody. Please come. We'll get you lined out and figure out what you need to do for your next step.
Then we got your Oregon Cannabis Connection, all kinds of newsletters, newspapers, information, documentation you can take with you, show your doctor, show your friends, show your family, show your enemies, what the heck.
Right, you know, what do you need? How can we help you fix all the issues you have with your quality of life from using the pills that they got you on?
Exactly. So find out more, educate yourself, those around you, inform, educate, activate. That's the plan. And you can help make it happen. Well, thanks for tuning in with us here, and thanks to our callers helping out with the show. Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, Perry. And you know, if you need any help, don't worry. Don't have no fear. Cannabis is here.
And thanks to our crew, CCTV helping out there, folks behind the cameras making the show go. Thanks to you for showing up. We'll see you next time. Bring a friend.
Hey, we'll see you next week. MTV, we'll be here.
Bye now.
You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.